Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cherie's World. I am totally excited about our guest today. It is his fault, single-handedly, the reason why I've ever even dated a rapper. I am Cherie Johnson, and that is Courtney Blackman. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mr. Stevie D from the Force MDs in the house.
What's up? What's up? All the tender love you're giving to me.
Classic.
A little bit.
Classic.
This is one of the joints. What's up? What up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing?
Awesome. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
I have had a crush on you my whole life.
Really?
Absolutely. Mr. Staten Island himself.
Hey, you grow up in people see you when you out there doing your thing. I guess people, I can't answer that.
Yes, your journey has been amazing. And I don't feel like we need to go all the way back from the beginning because everybody knows.
Right.
One of my biggest questions is now, like anybody who incorporates rap and singing in their music got it from you.
Yeah. We definitely we're definitely one of the blueprints of that whole sound right there, the R&B hip hop.
You gave Ja Rule his own career.
Hey, what about Drake? Drake done really ran off with it. He done made all the money off it.
Absolutely. Speaking of Drake, like who is your favorites of today?
Of today's rappers?
Yeah.
Drake is definitely one of my favorites. No matter what other people may say about him, he makes great records, man, like very easily listening records. And I think he got a good ear. Whoever produces a lot of his stuff that Drake has to accept. And when Drake accepts it, he puts the magic touch to it because he really got a good ear of music because everything he touches just turns to gold, everything he touches. And he got a laid-back voice and he got good lyrics, so I definitely give my props to Drake and all the rappers that sound like the up-to-date rappers right now. Drake is definitely one of my favorites.
My daughter would agree. That's for sure. While we're talking about rappers up to date and people doing songs, Tender Love has been covered by so many different artists.
Yeah, it's so crazy because, can I give you a story on that? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Well, making Tender Love, right? We were supposed to be in the movie Crush Groove, that everybody knows, the hip hop legendary movie.
That was going to be my first question.
Yeah. This breaks it down right here. They at first chose us to be in the movie on the part New Edition, like the New Edition part.
Yeah. But
at the last minute, they decided to go with New Edition because New Edition was like the Jackson 5, like the bigger group. Everybody knew their names. We was just that other group that was out there, but New Edition was like the big dogs at the time. But we was on tour with them. We did 3 tours with them, so we was very close. But business is business, and we understood it. So we was like a little hurt. Oh man, we was ready to get busy in that movie. We was in another movie called Rapid. We'll talk about that later. But so New Edition ended up getting in the movie, and they asked us, "Yo, would you mind at least doing a soundtrack for the movie? One of the soundtracks of the movie?" Now, this is what a lot of people don't know. Tender Love, the song Tender Love, was supposed to go to New Edition first, but they had contractual disagreement. They couldn't do the song. And then Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam gave us the song to do. And New Edition ended up being in Crush Groove, and we ended up singing Tender Love. It took us 2.5 hours maybe in the studio to do that.
That's what I heard. I heard it was like...
It took us, it was real fast. We did it real fast. And Jam and Lewis told us before it came out, this is going to be a big hit. And we was like, okay, man, if y'all say so, this is, people got to remember that Tender Love came before What Have You Done for Lately, Janet, all the New Edition stuff. Tender Love was the first crossover record that Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam ever made. They produced SOS Band and all those bands before us, but Tender Love was their first crossover hit that went top 10 pop in R&B. And my uncle in the group was like, "Hey man, this song need drums, man. You sure, man? It needs drums." And he was like, "No, it's just good with the piano, man." My uncle kept going back and forth with him. Jesse, one of the guys, "I'm telling you, man, it better have drums." And then he says, "I guarantee you it's gonna be a hit without the drums." Next thing you know, they was right, and it hit, and it hit big. We didn't think it was gonna hit that big, but damn, it was like, damn, what have we done here? You know. And like you say, I still get people to come to me and ask me for child support checks. You owe me child support, man. For making that song, man. We get that all the time.
It's so funny that you bring that up because that's actually, I'm a little bit younger. That's actually the first time I heard Tender Love was watching Crush Groove, and I didn't see Crush Groove in the movie theater. I actually saw it like my aunt had it on tape, so we used to watch it like every weekend, and it was such classic. And that was like the scene when they played Tender Love is when Run was smashing.
That's Blair Underwood, actually. Blair Underwood smashed Sheila E.
Okay, so he was playing Russell.
Right, Russell.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was so classic, man. And like now, I'm actually trying to teach, not me trying to teach, have my daughter actually learn how to play that because it's so.
Yeah, that's a great piano song to learn. A lot of people, I get so many videos of people playing Tender Love. It's like a good like chord type of song for people that learn how to play the piano. It's like it got that like a music box, like that little thing that sticks in your ear, a little sound that sticks in your ear. That's why it's so catchy. And people don't realize sometimes the simplest songs can be the biggest songs. Mm-hmm. You don't gotta go crazy, just simple stuff can blow up just as much as stuff that people go extra on. So we just did it, and then as long as you got that feel in your heart, they feel what you're saying. That does it, and that's pretty much happened to us. We're in the studio and just felt the lyrics and just did it, and boom. And I just want to thank Jamie Lewis.
How old were you when that came out?
I was at least 43, maybe 44. I'm joking with you now.
Younger than that.
Like what?
I knew I like old men, but good Lord, like.
I was like 20.
Oh, okay.
Years old.
Well, so did you? I guess at that point, definitely understood exactly what you were singing. Yeah.
My brother, rest in peace, my brother TC. He was the lead of that song, and TC he's a natural. He got that soulful, natural stuff like Sam Cooke. He got that type of voice. And anything he sings, he just had it, and it was just we couldn't believe like we finished that fast, and then it blew up that fast. Like wow, that was quick. That's but it was good. It was good. I'm just happy to this day. Like you said earlier, to this day, it's a lot of people doing remakes, people singing in their concerts, even New Edition sung it in their concert. So,
and I gotta ask, okay, you're 20 years old, you're out on tour with New Edition. I happen to know those guys. I call them my uncles.
Yes.
What was it like to be 20 years old and the world is in your hands, traveling from state to state? How many kids you got?
Let me go. 5, 6. And for no. I got 7 kids. A lot of them older though. A lot of 35, but in their 30s, and I got some younger ones, 16. 17, 20. Okay, just a lot of kids, but at those times, when I say New Edition was like Jackson 5, that's really true. We was a group that we was from New York and they's from Boston, and we both just like the same little energetic style on stage and everything. So people really liked the combination of us two together. That's why we did 3 tours with them. That we had a great combination because we used to do all our stuff flipping, and they used to do their stuff, and they looked at us like big brothers because we was like maybe 3-4 years older than them, but they're good to this day. When we see each other, man, all we do is reminisce and laugh how they had girls camped out in hotels or in the lobby, It was just so much. They even girls come to us and, I'll give you some if you show me where Ralph room is. No, you're too young. Get away from me.
Damn.
I mean, all types of stuff. That's how they had these people crazed. I'm like, wow. So, that's the power of marketing and promotion.
Let me ask you this. Did you guys open up for them?
Yeah.
So did they ever say, hey, whatever you do not perform Tender Love last, because we got to follow that. We don't want to follow that. Did they ever say that?
I'm being real, man. And when you see an audition, they my boys. I keep it 100. At a time, their management told us kind of like tone our showdowns. We're both very energetic groups, and we was like, we was a group like, yo, these dudes they good too. Like people was like, yo, some people say, yo, y'all kind of outshine. This was the younger New Edition, not the now New Edition. Right. We was all younger back then. Some people said we outshined them on shows and stuff. It was really crazy, really competitive, but friendly competitive, because we just wanted to give the fans a good show. And you're right on one thing, man. When Tender Love dropped, I mean, it was over. All the lights, it was over after we did that. It was like, that's how big that song was. But Ralph always said, man, I wish we would have did that joint, man. I wish we would have did that joint. I said, yo, man. Hey, man, you had Can You Stand the Rain and Helplessly in Love. That was close,
Right.
But, we joke about it. We was definitely great stage chemistry with us two together, man. And big shout out to Cherie. She was on a tour with us too. And they had UTFO. They was on tour with us. But we was definitely like the Four Tops and the Temptations. But it was 5 of us in each group. But we was that type of thing like that at that young age, So it was really good, man. And we thanked them. We always want to thank them for inviting us on a tour with them. And really, they got us a lot of exposure, man. Just by us doing all those dates, they got us a lot of exposure. We made a couple of top 10 hits. Tender Love was just
just one.
We made a couple of joints.
Love is in the house.
Yeah, Love is the House. Yeah, we made Tears. Here I Go Again. For Scratch. We made a lot of joints. That's the one I like. Yeah. We made a lot of joints back then.
Let me ask you a question though, because I saw Taylor Swift. She said, I didn't even know this was possible, but I saw you guys did it too. Taylor Swift, she actually re-recorded like her albums because she had issues with the label. And that's how she was able to handle some contract, whatever dispute she had. And I just saw on there's Force MDs, and then there's the Force MDs, and it's re-recorded Tender Love. Is that y'all?
Yeah. You talk about it on YouTube?
Well, on Tidal. I'm on Tidal, so I'm sure it's on Spotify too.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to re-record the songs, because it's like for commercial privileges. Like if you do the Jam and Lewis one, they get it. They get everything. But if you record your personal version of it, if commercials want to take that one, they can take that one. That's why, you got to think when you watch movies and stuff. Sometimes they don't use the real record. They have somebody re-record the record over again because those publishing rights are very They real tight with those joints, man.
So the Force MDs and Force MDs are the same people, just
same people,
just
same
different
people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, different contracts, different labels.
Yeah, man. We've been through it, man. But you know what? We still, we could talk about later. We lost a couple of members, but it's not easy. But I'm Otis. I am clearly Otis of the Temptations and the Force MDs. That's what you call me, Otis of the Temptations.
Okay.
I have a question. A lot of people have covered your songs. A lot of people covered Tender Love. Who's your favorite that covered it? I know like the Backstreet Boys covered it. George Knight covered it.
Yeah, Alicia Keys, Kelly Rowland. Oh boy, it's so many people. But if I have to go, I gotta give George Knight did a great job. I gotta give him that from New Kids on the Block. He did a great job recording that. He got a little soul. He got that vanilla soul, and he did a great job on that. But if anybody, I'm gonna definitely say Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys did a phenomenal job on that. She took that record on tour with her. You see concert footage of us singing Tender Love in all these countries, other countries. And that's a
What about Usher? What about Usher? Did he?
Yeah. Usher did a little bit. He did a little segment on his album. He did a segment.
Yeah.
It's I tell you, it's humbling to see these people do this. You know, and you know, I wish sometimes I wish I'm happy we did Tender Love, but I wish when people look up Tender Love, they definitely look up more of our songs, because some people think like that's the only song we made.
Right,
we made a lot of other nice, great songs, man. Tender Love was just one.
Yes.
That just crossed over. But you know, like Love Is, like she's mentioned, Love Is a House. That was a #1 record in the country.
Yeah,
that was a #1 record. That song that these people from London produced that. Jeff Goroff and I forgot the other person's name. Sorry, but they came. We didn't think Love Is a House was so big at that time. We was like, how in the hell are we going to follow Love Is a House now? I mean, Tender Love now. But these cats came from London. They came in Tommy Boy office with a tape. Says, hey, we want the Force MDs to hear this song right here. Give them a week to listen to it. Let them marinate it. See if they like it. We think it's going to be a great record. They're going to listen to this record here. This record here. So, and we said, okay. So we listened. There's a female singing the record at first on the demo. And we was like, okay. So I liked the bass line and everything. That was good. And we said, hey, let's do it. We went in the studio and did it. And we was on tour with Madonna at this time while the record was released. It was opening up for Madonna, playing in front of 120,000 people. You don't understand how crazy that was. And while we on tour with Madonna, we got the call like, hey guys, you're gonna believe this. We said, what's up? Your record, your record Love Is a House is the #1 record in the country right now. Like, what? We had to get off that tour. Once we get off that tour, we were back in tour back in the States. And we seen the love that record gave to people. So that's a blessing from God.
Okay, so I gotta be ignorant real quick, Courtney. I'm such a dude. I just want to know who was tossing Madonna. Y'all Somebody got that, and I need the deets.
Okay. No, well, she kind of liked one of the guys in the group, Trisco, my man Trisco in the group, but nothing ever happened. But I got to give it to Madonna. She was so nice to us. She used to come in our dressing room, make sure we ate, checked on us, and you know, like I said, Trisco had these biking shorts on at one time, and Trisco's 5'3" with the big surprise. So that's his goal. Madonna could not look him in his eyes. She kept looking at his pants. Like, so you guys can go on stage tomorrow, huh? Yeah.
I mean, Madonna, that's huge.
Yeah. And he knew she was looking, so he kept flexing. Yeah, we going on. Kept flexing like, yeah, we going on stage. And she was like looking like a ping pong, like, really? You know. This happened. That was crazy.
I'm sorry. Courtney got a real question for you. I don't even do gossip, but you said Madonna. I want to know.
I thought it was a good question.
That never happened, though. That never happened. She was just like really admiring the 5'3" with the biking shorts on. Big surprise.
Hey, you know, I'm looking at y'all album covers, and it's very similar to New Edition's album covers too. Is that done purposely? Like,
no, it's no way would have known. We pretty much dropped. When we first came out, we dropped albums at the same. You know, it's like we did not know their photo session. Like, we took the album. The fur. You talking about the one with the fur jackets on?
Yep, that's the one. Well, I know they didn't wear the fur, but it's kind of
they were, but it was all posed the same way, like five guys.
Right.
That's man, it's 5 dudes, man. It's like Jackson 5. Yeah, it's no other way to pose. Like we said, yo, we gotta get fly though. Let's we got pimped out, man.
Who had the best Jerry? Who had the best Jerry curl?
Wow, I gotta say Trisco.
Okay,
Trisco's on the left end. He got the little. He got the beige jacket on.
Yeah,
he's on the bottom. He got the best one. He got the drip.
Yeah,
and the one on the top. I'm in the black jacket,
mm-hmm.
but my uncle's on the other side of me. That's Jesse. He just knew he was Michael Jackson's clone, man, because he could sing like him. He used to look like him a lot when he was younger. He sings just like him. He used to sing just like him. I don't know if you heard "Itchy Paw Scratch." It's the itch. It's coming. He do it like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson fanatic, but he was definitely crazy with the Jerry curl. He did not leave a place without that snapback. It had to be wet and curly, dripping on his face. He's not satisfied.
I love it. You had a curl too, though, right?
Yeah, I had a little curl, you know.
Now, what kind of curl did you have? Did you have a Jerry curl or an S curl?
I had a Jerry curl.
This was definitely a Jerry curl.
Yeah, they all got to be all, except Mercury in the middle. He's the only one that didn't have the Jerry curl. He had like the Patti LaBelle with the big puffy head. See him in the middle?
Yeah, look like okay. Now, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just got done watching last week the Salt and Pepper biopic or whatever, and I remember when I was managing a few artists, and this one guy, you probably know him, but I don't want to get to his name and everything, but he told me I had a group, and he was like, you want to stay away from groups, bro, because if you get one single out, you're lucky, but you're not going to get an album out with a group because it's so hard to work with groups, because everybody, once they get a little bit taste of success, everybody's going to have their own agenda. Somebody's going to want to go solo. And he said, do not get in the business with groups. So, and I kind of saw that kind of sort of with Salt and Pepper, you know, but not really. How was y'all? Did anybody get big heads? Did y'all ever have any? Yeah, we did have one. My uncle, there's Michael Jackson. It's my uncle. Now me and TC was his nephews. We're his nephews. My mother is his older sister, Jessie, on the left-hand side. Of course, when he seen Bobby leave New Edition, he wanted to leave us and be like Bobby's. I want to be like Bobby, man. I want to make my solo, but that really never happened. He did leave the group, but that's for other reasons, personal reasons how he left the group. But it does happen to a lot of groups that people get too big-headed, want to go on their own, and some, it don't happen when they go on their own. Some, once in a while, it'll happen to somebody, but majority of groups, when a person leaves the group, they're not successful on their own. They have to get back in the group with people like accept them more back with the group. That happens a lot. But you do get some people like to really branch off on their own, like Michael, a couple of people who branch off their own and do that. Like, people is shocked that out of New Edition, everybody thought Ralph would be like Michael Jackson, like to go branch off and be the biggest out of all of them, but it don't happen like that. You had Bobby, he was more successful than all of them, on his own. Nobody expected that. But more than that, I'm just giving an example, because New Edition is my good friend, this is an example. But more than that, Biv Devoe was the really breakout shocker for everybody when it comes to the whole New Edition camp, because nobody expected them to be as big as they were, and they was just right. They was secondary to Bobby, like success wise. That's why I look at New Edition as like the biggest group. I don't think no groups. I don't care if it's Jodeci, Jagged Edge. No one can mess with New Edition. Facts.
When it's all six of them on that stage, because they got too much firepower for anybody. Too many hits. Too many hit records. It's like hard to even it's just impossible to go against some dudes. Like that's how big they are. They became, and all I can do is I see them and say, yo, man, God is blessing you brothers heavy, because everything y'all hit. Plus adding Johnny Gill, he's just a one-man wrecking crew by himself. But adding on with them, Bobby, that's too much. Nobody can mess with them.
Right.
That's facts.
So do you take credit for the Biv Devoe? Because you gave them their style.
They let us know that. Like, we have a documentary coming out called Force MDs Revealed.
Okay.
And we had a lot of accident. Biv Devoe, they admitted, yo, man, we got that from y'all, man. They admit all the hip hop and R&B. We didn't release it yet, but you're gonna see a lot of people just paying homage to what we did and what we brought to the table, and it's all good. As long as it's good music that's out there, that's all I worry about. Hey, you got good music that people enjoy, and it's gonna be a soundtrack to their lives. That's all good. I don't hate on nobody. I don't hate on nobody. I love when people they blow up. I love it because it just contributes to the brand of African American music that touched a lot of people from all over the world. And I just like the what we bring to music. You know, it came from slavery, how people knew how we had rhythm and singing hymns and stuff. And now it's being all, you know, people are, now people are really knowing how the talent level of, you know, our people, man. And a lot of people try to imitate it, mimic it, but it's never like the way we do it. And I'm just happy, like, you know, we brought all that to the table. And rap, come to rap too, you know, all that's, it's the biggest genre of music. You know, we are very creative people. That's how I look at us, as very, very creative people.
And when the 90s came, did you guys ever like think maybe we should kind of go edgier or get kind of into the gangster rap and maybe kind of start dissing women, or, you know, like how did you never thought about crossing over that way? Okay. All right.
Nah, man. You know, like I said, music changed, of course. You know, you got to expect that. Music changes from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to now. You know, you got to expect it to change. But when I look at music so differently. I look at it, some people are very biased when it comes to music because they worry about how old you are, how young you are, how you look. This is the part I just don't understand. If you're blind, if you're a person that's blind, do you really care? Or if you you just like, that's a beautiful song, man. I don't know who's singing it, but that's a beautiful song that touches my heart. That's all I worry about. It don't matter, oh, look at the hips on her. Yeah. It's all about what comes in your soul, man. It's no matter how old you are, how young you are, if you get the message across what love is and how do you feel when you fall in love, or whatever message you're trying to get across, that's all that matters to me, man. It's just all about what you hear. It's what you hear and feel.
Hey, how did the Smooth Groove CDs, when that Smooth Groove catalog, how did that affect y'all? Because honestly, I never got a chance to get y'all album because everything was on the Smooth Grooves back like in the 90s. So I always bought that, you know.
Yeah, man, that definitely cop blocked a lot of stuff, man.
So y'all didn't get nothing off of that?
Nah, man.
Oh, wait a minute. But what about when they reintroduced stuff, when I think there was like a greatest hits that came out early 2000s?
Okay, now that, yes, we get paid from that. The greatest hits come off our record label, Tommy Boy. We had 2 greatest hits albums. So, yeah, we get paid off. We get royalties still from that.
I was going to say,
that's good.
Because when the greatest hits album came out, I was old enough to know what y'all was talking about this time.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, what's crazy is, like I said, when people like the newer generation is just stuck with Tender Love and don't know like all the other. We made some. I ain't being cocky because I'm not like that. I'm a humble dude, but we made a lot of beautiful songs, you know. But yeah. Tender Love is the one that piano that stand up. But people never heard like Here I Go Again, Tears, all these like great, beautiful falsetto songs like they never heard. Like they probably don't even know about. But they so hey. Y'all sing Tender Love. You know, Love Is a House, even the song with the falsetto in it. And the Tender Love got a little falsetto with it, but we got a lot of really nice songs. And, you know, hopefully one day, you know, I know we do got a majority. We got a bulk of people that do know our music, you know, but it's still like a younger generation. Like our name, this is the key thing I want y'all to know. Our name confuses people a whole lot. That's our thing. Yeah. What happens is everyone confuses us with Full Force a lot.
I know.
That's my brothers. That's my Force. Those are my brothers right there. We call each other the Force brothers. They are Force brothers, man.
I was about to ask you about that.
Yeah. People confuse us with them a whole lot, and you know, it happens with them too. It goes back and forth with them. Hey, man,
they must be real young. Huh? They must be real young, the people that's confusing y'all too, right?
Yeah. They are, with them being in house party and stuff, that like reinvented them more, you know, by being in house party movies. But when it comes to the word force, that's where the confusion comes. Yeah, man, yo, baby. I mean, they introduced us on stage one day. Hey, man, ladies and gentlemen, Full Force. Force MDs, man.
Oh, man.
I need Force MDs. I'm sorry, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Force DMZ. Like we get all types of stuff, man.
Dang.
Come on, man. Like we get that.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
but don't feel bad.
Because you got to think when you hear a beautiful song like "Tender Love," the name Force MDs just don't match the singers who sing that song. Like Force MDs sing that. I thought somebody else. They just don't believe it. They be like, "What? Is that a rap group?" Like they think we're a rap group. You know, we get all types of stuff with our name, but we done dealt with that for years, and you know, we just got to just keep going and fighting through it. You know, and it's just part of the music, man. You know, and it is what it is. You know.
Can you expand to me more about like the smooth grooves? Like y'all don't get. I don't understand that. Like how they able to take all that music.
Let me break this down. Now with smooth grooves, the only time we'll get paid off of smooth grooves if they had Tears, Here I Go Again, or Couldn't Care Less. These are some of our other ballads. Couldn't Care Less. But Love Is a House, Tender Love, no.
Is that because you guys have writer's credit?
Right. We didn't write those two songs. That's why they get all the credit. Jeremy Lewis gets all of that. And the guys from London get all that. Okay. We didn't write it. If we'd have wrote Tender Love, yes, we'd have got credit off that, but we didn't write it.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of, can we talk about the business a little bit? Because a lot of people don't understand that, especially these new young artists that are coming out.
Right.
When it comes to like, I don't know if you're with BMI or ASCAP, but when it comes to getting your royalties, when it comes to writing or singing, like how does the publishing go for people who don't understand?
Yeah, that is the number one thing that you have to take care of before you even think about. Once you got a song written, you got even without the music. But even when a person, like, just say you write a song, say, hey man, I got these lyrics, man, I got this song. And then you got another person, hey man, I think I can make some music to that. It can with keyboard, chords and stuff. Oh, that sounds good. Everybody that contributes to that song, with a keyboard, bass, whatever instrument you play, adding on to your lyrics and your melody, everybody gets paid. You got to split that up. Now, you can make deals with people like, yo, I want to keep the publishing for the whole song. I'll give you advance money right now. I'll give you $5,000, but let me keep the publishing to this song. That means all the music, instrumentation, all of it is mine. Don't count. You taking the advance. That means you're not going to get any royalty checks for that. This is a lot of people do. Michael did that a lot to people. Like, if you wrote something for Mike, I want to buy it all. I'll give you $5 million. Let me keep all of this. This is all mine. And all the money goes to you, goes to that person. But if you help write a song, it gets out there. Let me just give you an example. Man in the Mirror. Now, I don't think Sahida Garrett sold Michael all the publishing. She wrote that. Her and her partner wrote that. Came a huge hit from Michael. Michael sold 20, 30 million records. And if she didn't sell it to Michael and kept it like, I'm keeping my publishing, Michael, you can have a piece, but I'm keeping my publishing. Sahida Garrett made a couple of $1 million just by keeping her own record. It's all about you being creative, writing your record. Make sure you report it to ASCAP to have it on your record that you're gonna get your royalties. You get royalties for the rest of your life. That's the agreement you sign. Once you get royalties and radio stations, streams, constantly still play your record. I don't care how long ago. You're gonna get royalty checks. Gonna keep coming in the mail. But you gotta own your music. Whoever writes it with you, you gotta make a deal with them. How many points? It's all about splitting up points. Those little points add up to checks. So that is the first thing when you want to get in this business, to make sure you take care of the business. The show part come afterwards. Make sure your business is right, so you can have checks coming in for the rest of your life. That's real.
Any singer, any rapper, anything. Other people write your songs, cool, but you get in there and you put some Adlibs in there, and you get your 5%.
Exactly. You add something on that made that joint become a hit.
Yes.
Get your piece. Don't let them say, "Hey man, thanks. I'll see you later, man." All right, don't put them on there. Just right there. Believe me, that happens so many times.
I've seen it.
And then people get bitter after a while. Yo, I helped right there. Come on, man, stop that, man. You don't get paid. You try to sue the person. It goes to all of that. So
You
just
get
make sure
your
you.
sheet and you turn it.
That's right. Turn it in. Yes.
That's the only way to make sure you get paid. Sometimes that's been a lot of my issue. Like, men are very insecure at times.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And you're right. You know, I gotta admit, back in my days, I did cheat. I was crazy, but I ain't gonna lie. I just never had so many girls. I love you. It was crazy.
I'm sorry.
But you learn
too, and I honestly I don't regret it. I think it's one of the, I wouldn't say mistakes, but one of the times I cheated was one of the best things I've ever done for myself, because it got me out of a situation I didn't need to be in anyway.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, you know, and things, you know, your girlfriend trying to call you from home all the time and arguing with you and this and that, and you say, hey, I don't got to deal with all that argument. I'm peaceful where I'm at right now. I'm having fun. You know, it's just like you really got to find yourself and find where you really want to